Hey everybody, welcome to another Bachelor recap. This week the first date was Ashley S. And the whole tagline was, "Let's find our love song." What could that possibly be? Alright, well, let's just say Michelle was pissed. She hates all of the girls. She wished they would all die. And besides the fact, Ashley S. is not a woman. She's practically a child. And Brad doesn't want a child. He wants a woman. So on the date, they go to Capitol Records, and they're going to be recording a song. And my God, guess what the song was? "Kiss from a Rose." And that's so, what a coincidence, because like they give out roses on the show, and Rose is in the song title. Can you believe it? Alright, so, and of course Ashley was all like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he chose that song. How did he know that, like, that was my dad's song with me?" And it's just incredible. So the producers picked the song because they got Seal. Duh. Alright, so they're in there in the booth trying to record it, and it is so bad. It's like the gag reel of American Idol auditions. They must not have warmed it up. I don't think that would have helped anyway, but then, oh my God, it's the Music World's Seal. He's totally there. And you know what? Ashley S. would not shut up the entire time. And Brad the whole time was like, "Shh, shh." If I was Seal, I would have been like, "Girl, will you shut the hell up? I'm trying to work here." Alright, so roof dinner for them. It's always roof dinner now. She brings down the roof, though, with the story about her dad dying and how he had the aneurysm, and you never know when your number's up, and one minute he's so happy and the next minute he's like dying. But Brad likes tragedy. I mean, that was pretty smart of her to wait for the end there, tell her story, close to the rose. Brad's gonna look like a jerk if she spills her guts and she doesn't get the rose, so... Alright, group date time. Love hurts. Sounds scandalous. Just ask Michelle. She's pissed. Again. This time because she didn't get the one-on-one date. And she feels that she should be getting like all of the one-on-one dates from now on in. Brad wants a dirty lady though. Or at least one that he can whore out as a stunt lady. He likes that. He likes a lot of things. They're going to be filming an action movie, and it's a whole premise of save the Bachelor. Like, he really needs saving. So they start filming, and Brad finds out that Chantal, the funeral director, is like mad stunt woman. She is putting it all out there, and that makes him hot. Oh my God. So Michelle's pissed again. She doesn't like all the attention that Chantal's getting, and it's pretty obvious that Brad, is digging her. So there's another rooftop date. This time, for the group date. How many rooftops are there in LA that have pools? It's crazy. They must have the most pool rooftops per capita than any other state. California, that is. Alright, so Chantal told the whole story about how she didn't talk to her dad for 15 years, and apparently the dad that owns the dealership is her stepdad, but she didn't talk to her real dad for 15 years, and then decides that she wants to talk to him and finds out that he died. So that is a very sad, tear-jerky story, and yeah, they made out, and then later on in the group date, Michelle totally busts in on Allie. They were in like this little glass cubicle, and Michelle just comes busting in and like waiting there and like tapping the shelf or the little counter there, and it was totally creepy. And Brad's like, "Yeah, I really dig you. You can bust in on me anytime." I think that's the producers talking, Brad. Come on. But the rose in the end goes to Chantal because, hello, she's the stunt woman and Brad likes it dirty. And Michelle is pissed again. So when is Michelle not pissed? I mean, she looks like the mother of the Michelle from the Jake season. What a coincidence, huh? Alright, so they show the movie and oh my god, it's so good. Just kidding, it sucked. Alright, so third date time. It's for Emily, you know, the little Barbie doll girl. That's a mom, and almost a widow. If your fiance passes away, are you considered like a junior widow or something? I don't know what the rules are there. So if you know, put it in the comments. So her tagline is "Love is intoxicating." But pre-date, she was totally pre-gaming it, you know, feeling out the ropes there. She was telling everyone who wasn't on the group date the story about how she lost her fiance and how she found out she was pregnant and she was only 18. Oh, Lord. There was not a dry eye on the set. I'm pretty sure the entire crew was probably like in a fetal position somewhere. So their group date, well, their single date starts with a private jet ride. And oh snap, she was probably freaking out because if I were her, I would probably never want to get on a plane again. But she got on the plane and the producers were probably like, oh crap, we were hoping for like, you know, a little drama here, but not yet. So they go to a winery and Brad is digging around for some dirt because I'm sure the producers were like, hey, you know, this chick's got something to tell you, so, you know, we're not going to tell you what it is, but dig around a little bit. So she kind of comes out with, I've only had one serious relationship, I've only been in love once, but she totally blew her chance to spill her guts. And then at dinner, she must have planned this because, you know, the closer to the rose you spill your guts, the more likely you are to get it. And she told him at dinner. Then she started drinking heavily. I mean, she could not put that wine down after that. Every time they cut away to her, she was like, gulp. She was feeling no pain after that. She probably was the next morning, though. So, yeah, she gets the rose. He likes it a lot. Like I said before, he likes tragedy. So then it's time for Brad's therapy session with his psychiatrist or whatever he is, his TV psychiatrist. And he tells Brad, just open up and you'll get some. So at the cocktail party, let's just go through the highlights. Allie tells about how her dad cheated on her mom and now she's got a half-sister. Worthy of a rose? Could be. Then Michelle is pissed again. She's not liking what's going on between Chantal and Brad. Chantal, the one whose stepdad owns the dealership. So she tells Brad, we're in a fight. You're kissing everyone named Chantal and I don't know why, so explain yourself, Brad. And Brad's just like, yo, bitch, I'm gonna kiss whoever I want, and I'll still kiss you. And she's like, okay. Alright, so he said that he digs her. Why, Brad? Why? I don't get it. So the vampire lady comes in and takes out her fangs and gets real because she's feeling a little guilty, I have a feeling. And Ashley H is like, whatever. And Brad is like, let's make out. Alright, so it's time for the rose ceremony. Let's talk about the top three. Michelle gets the first rose. Are you joking, Brad? Then Chantal gets the second rose, and obviously it's the stepdad owns a dealership because the other Chantal already has one. How do you think he's going to feel when he finds out that she's a funeral director? Just putting it out there. So then, just as he's about to give out the third rose, the vampire walks off, aka Madison. And he's like, did she just leave? Yeah. He really digs her. He ran after her and she's all like cryy and she's like, I feel bad for those girls that are out here, you know, putting their hearts on the line and all that. And Brad just doesn't get it. He just thinks that she's not giving herself the chance to open up. But Brad, she's telling you she feels guilty because she was there for the wrong reasons. She wasn't there because she wanted to meet you, honey. She was probably there for her own, you know, career or whatever. So she decides to go home. Because you know what, Brad? It never would have worked out between you and her anyway, even if she was there for you. All right, and then the third rose goes to Lisa. I don't really know who she is. They don't show her that much. Who cares? She'll probably be gone next week. All right, so the two girls who were sent home, well, there was three supposed to be sent home, but the vampire walked off, so that's number one. Number two is Kimberly with her big pumpkin head. She thinks it's Brad's loss, so F you, Brad. And Sarah P. I've only got 2 words of advice for her. Waterproof mascara. Thank you. All right, so next time, Dr. Drew Pinsky. Who doesn't love when Dr. Drew shows up? It's always a good time. And another little drama breeding between Michelle and Chantal. Stepdad owns a dealership. Let's just say Michelle wakes up with a black eye. Till next time, much love.